For this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy basic foundation chain. I'm using a chunky wool and I'm using a 5.5mm hook. And before we start, I'm just going to show you the front and the back of a chain that I've already completed. It's just to show you how the stitches work up. Each stitch you'll see is in the shape of a V. And then you've got a front loop and a back loop to each one, and these are also called legs. And then if you turn this over, you'll see what the back of the chain looks like. You've got still the same V's on both sides. They're a little bit upside down because it's the reverse, but you'll also notice that straight down the middle you've got a line and that runs through it. This is how you can see if the chain that you've worked is the front or the back. There's the back and there's the front. Right, to start this I'm going to make a quick slip knot onto my hook. Now there's a tutorial if you want an in-depth version, but we're just going to grab it over our fingers like this and give it a twist and pull through. You want to have it on your hook, but you don't want it too tight that it's strangling at you and it's got no movement whatsoever, because through this little hole that you've made in your knot you're going to need to be able to pull your hook straight through it again whilst you're pulling the wool through. Wrap your wool around your finger. Now I find that this is the easiest hold for me. There's loads of videos out there, each one will show you a different way on how to hold your wool, but I find that this is the easiest way for myself. So for me, I wrap the wool around twice and the yarn that's still connected to the wool runs down these fingers here. To start your chain, hold this knot with this finger and your thumb. This keeps it in place, because if you don't do that and you were just to let it do whatever it wanted, it moves all over the place. So you need to sort of hold it and anchor it in place while you're doing those first few stitches. So get ready to start. You want to hold your thumb and your finger on this bit where it's a little bit wider. Hold your knot in place. You want to take your hook and you want to go underneath the yarn, twist it so that the wool is now secured under the hook bit here, and you want to pull it through the hole of your slip knot that was on your stitch, on your hook, sorry. So you go around and under and pull through. I'll do that again, under and through. And as you do each stitch, move your finger and thumb up, because it keeps it in place and it won't wiggle around. Up and down. There we go. As some of you know, I've got a daughter and she's 7 and she likes doing the crochet as well, and I showed her how to do it. And the way that I found it easier for her to understand was that you go around a tree, you're following a squirrel, and down through the rabbit hole like in Alice in Wonderland. So chase the squirrel around the tree and down the rabbit hole. It sort of just stuck, and that's how I explain it now. There we go. You just keep going. It's nice, simple and easy. You won't get tangled. Try and keep your tension right. If you're too loose and you pull it too much, you'll end up with bigger loops like this, look. That's no bother, but when you come back to work into them later, the stitches will go out of place. So you want to try and keep an even tension throughout the whole so they're all the same size. Now if your yarn is too tight and you pull them, you'll have a really tight chain like this, and then when you come to work into these stitches after, and you can see here they're too tight and you can't get your hook back through the hole, so you'll really struggle to come through. So you want to try and not too tight, not too loose, somewhere in the middle, and then you'll be able to work back into them when you come to do your next row of stitches. So just again, you go around the tree and down the hole, and then you just continue until you've got the number of chains that you need to start your project. There we go.